Decided to wash my hay baler. I normally don't like to get them wet, but I swear it's getting so messy and dust caked on it and stuff. I thought I'd spray it off. Kind of glad I did now. Thing looks like brand new. Them's a good looking baler, I think. Y'all might not like them, but I just like the style of them. I like the red color. Good looking baler. Good baler too. It's been good so far. I hope everybody's doing good. Just got home from church a few minutes ago and thought I'd come down and do a little short video for you all. Got some new tires on my International yesterday. Ordered them, got them in Thursday, I guess it was, and come down here. Me and Clayton mounted them up. I got new back tires last year. These front ones was getting bad. One of them ended up getting a bulge in it, about to blow out. So went ahead and bought a new set and put on it. Hadn't video any of it. Started to, then it turned into a little bit of a hassle. They was 16 ply, pretty rough to get on, and I don't have the proper tire tools, which I am planning to get before I do any more. I've got to where I've been mounting most of my own tires here lately, and I'm gonna be shopping around for some good tire tools. But something I want to talk to y'all about. Get you set up here somewhere. Is I have been asked about do I have animals, do I store hay, and how do I market hay, that type of thing. So I want to do a little video covering my process, which is a small scale hay operation, nothing big. I could do a lot more than what I do, I guess, but with our weather and the timing and stuff I have, I just don't really try to. I'm kind of at a comfortable level right now. But anyways, something, I don't have animals. Number one, don't necessarily have the land for it. Secondly, I don't want to be committed to something like on vacations to where somebody else is going to have to look after something for me. If an animal wants to get out, cow, sheep, whatever it might be, I have to worry about it causing damage to somebody else's property and that type of thing. Just don't want to deal with it. If I want to take off and go somewhere, weekend trip or whatever, go on a cruise or to Disney or whatever it might be, I don't want to have that to worry with. So I sell every bale of hay I bale. And Mark, he'd asked me where I store hay. He hadn't seen where I store it, but I don't ever have to store any hay. Occasionally I bring some up here and put in this shop here on the trailer for a few days till somebody can come get it, or till I can deliver it, depending on what's happening. Some of it I deliver, some of the square bales. But I have been fortunate to come up with good people to buy from me. I've found over the years I have been selling to the same people I'm selling to right now for a long time now. I don't have to advertise to sell hay. I have in the past. I see hay for sale like on Facebook and marketplace on Facebook and that type of thing pretty often. But I've been fortunate not to have to do that. I've found some good customers that are good to deal with. They're dependable to come get it, and I'll call them in the spring of the year, or they'll call me, and I'll say, how much hay you gonna need this year, and I'll try my best to get it for them. I come up a little bit short last year on some because of the dry weather. This year, as far as I know, I think I fulfilled everybody's orders. Still ended up, don't have any hay left over. I could have sold more. People call me and send me messages all the time asking for hay. I try to sell it reasonable, probably cheaper than I should, but where I'm selling to these same guys year after year, I feel good about doing that. That way they come out, I come out, and when I've got hay baled and I call and say, hey, I've got it here, you ready to come get it? They're there that evening. The next morning, they'll say, what time you want me there? And I'll say, well, what time works for you? They say, you tell me when and I'll be there. And, I like that. They're good to work with. One guy, he buys 120 rolls himself off of me. I try to help him out, I think if y'all have been watching my videos for a while, I put some hay up here. When they's giving some rain from one of those hurricanes, I hauled it in and put it in the shop here to keep it in the dry, because he likes to store it in the dry. He couldn't get away from work, so I stored it until a Sunday when he was off and he'd come get it. I can sell my hay a little bit cheaper than some people can. I guess one way I look at it is I can do most of my maintenance and mechanic work myself, so I'm not having to pay out to have labor on anything. It's just like I put a clutch in my farm track a few years ago. It was going to be over $500 just labor. Me and Clayton did it in a day. That hay baler, the new idea the other day, fixing that roller and stuff, I don't know how much it would have been to have bought that roller to replace, but I'm sure it would have been expensive. And it would have been expensive if I'd had to hire that whole job out. Don't do the best at that stuff, but I'm able to do a pretty good job at it, getting things repaired. And that kind of helps save me money, where I don't have to worry about spending to pay for labor. Now, if I was advertising to sell hay, let's say I brought hay in here and stored it in a shed, and then I had to advertise on Facebook or something like that to sell it, I would sell it for a lot more than what I do. But where people come pick it up out of the field, that saves me a lot of time loading it and hauling it myself. I just go down there and load it for them, and they'll go on their way. But you gotta be careful selling hay to people, especially if you take checks and stuff. You need to make sure that they're dependable. That's one thing I like about the people I sell to. I can trust them. Don't have to worry about them. A lot of people pay cash, whatever. Generally, if it's somebody new, I'll make them pay with cash, just so I don't have to take that chance of getting a bad check or something. You just don't know. Another little thing here that I do use, I don't know how many people does, but I like to use this Clearfield or the Tractor Supply brand. It's a solar twine. It's biodegradable. There's 20,000 feet in one spool, and it's like $26. This here's your sisal twine. There's 16,000 feet in the combined with the two bundles. So it's 50. I think Mike bought this for me. It was $46, I believe he said at Rural King, but generally it's going to run $50, $4, something in that range most places. So you're getting a lot more twine right here out of this bundle than you are that for less money. And I can put one of these on each side of my baler and bale a whole lot of hay with two bundles of that 20,000 feet twine versus what I can the 16,000 feet, so you don't have to do as much changing out and stuff throughout the season on your twine. I also feel like the solar twine wraps the bales a little tighter to help them shed water and stuff if they happen to be stored outside. But I usually stock up on it. Got a shelf back in here with some twine in it. And of course, got twine in my hay balers right now, so try to keep everything stocked up and on hand. And here lately, I've just been buying it up in the fall of the year and having it ready for the next season. But I'm not going to tell you how much I sell my hay for, just for a simple fact of protecting myself a little bit on competitors and that type of thing, which I don't think would happen because I have a pretty good relationship with the ones I sell to. I don't think they'd go anywhere else, even if they could get it a little cheaper. I try to do a good job for them. If I have an extra little roll of hay or something where I finished up, I'll throw it on there and help them out. You don't want to get yourself in a bind where you're going to go in a hole, but you also, if you can find some good customers and stick with them, stick with them. That's the way I look at that. But anyways, I kind of rambled through that, and hopefully it'll help you, enlighten you a little bit on what we do. And maybe next year I'm planning to try to do a little more informative videos on our baling hay, as far as when I choose to cut, hay dry down times, and when we tether, when we rake, why we pick these times to do it, and that type of thing. If you will, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.